Ooh. Oh, we are in for fun this time, folks. Oh god, this episode was a major downfall from the last one. The last one had taste, it had subtlety, it was slow, it had Ed Sheeran, who I think is a talented individual. This episode was, none of those things because it was boring as fuck. Yeah, this sea battle at the end. Ooh, swoosh, swoosh, fire, explosions. Oh, that was so fucking boring. Just like any other action movie I've ever seen before. There was no additional humanity, nothing that made it a unique or impressive or exciting or sexy show at all. I'll admit though, one thing I didn't talk about last week was that Euron is kind of a sexy motherfucker. You know, he really has a lot of charisma, and I appreciate how the show uses it. You know, he's probably the only actually sexy character on the show. You know, and I say that as a straight white male, but, you know, still. Anyway, the only scene that I really liked, that really spoke to me, was the one with the sand snakes talking before about who they want to kill, you know? Because, frankly, I'll be honest, I kind of relate to that, you know? I relate to having a list of people who I just want to fuck up, you know? And those two characters just having fun, talking about it, being saucy, I really appreciate it. I think they're two of the most interesting characters, you know? I think the show needs more saucy characters like them. And then, you know, just as I thought that, just as I was actually getting into the show for the first time, you know, they fuck it all up by killing two of them, you know? Oh, that's great, you know? Two of the only interesting, sexy, fascinating, saucy characters, and they decide to fuck them up and kill them because, you know, you gotta add drama. You gotta kill off as many people as possible, you know? And instead we get this boring-ass thing with Theon and Sexy Pirate, you know? And it's like, I don't care about that, you know? Like, that's not really where the interest is. The interesting thing is these two sexy, saucy ladies who now are dead. Fuck! I really thought, I'm gonna be honest, I really thought they were gonna go a bestiality route with Arya and Nymeria, and, you know, the whole wolf pack thing. I'm glad they didn't, I'll say. I have standards. I'm surprised, but it appears that the showrunners actually have standards too about these kind of things. You know, I was not in the mood for her to get fucked by a pack of wolves, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't necessarily take it off the table as something that might happen in the future. So yeah, you can put that down as a theory, prediction, whatever you want. I think it's a possibility because, you know, it looked like it could have gone there. You know, things were getting there was a bit of sexual tension, is what I would say was the subtext of that scene. Was Arya staring her down, the wolf really staring her down, you know? It things could have gone that way, where there was some serious bestiality, humans fucking wolves. And, you know, like, I'm sure people would yiff to it. I'm sure it's fap-worthy. I'm sure there's slash fiction about it. But I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to promote that at all. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to cut it there just because, to be honest, I was very unimpressed again. This episode I would probably give, like, if I was going to give a star rating, probably half star out of 5. The last one, maybe 1 star out of 5, which, you know, is an improvement. I'd maybe be convinced to push it up to 2, 1.5, or something like that. But you know, I just see declining standards in the culture because, you know, all people want to do is fap and fuck, you know? And it's like there's no intellectuality, there's no thought put into this at all. Nothing about government, the way governments work, or systems, or power, or medieval feudalism, or sexism, or racism, or any of that. There's none of that. It's all just sex and fucking. So, yeah. I'm a little steamed, I'm sorry, but hopefully next week can improve on it with a little more thought. Thank you.